Hi everybody, welcome again to this Tai Chi session, and we're going to focus on 5 Tai Chi movements that any beginner and senior can follow along. So nice and easy and simple movements. Remember to think about your posture, so we're lifting up through the body like we are suspended from the ceiling, and we are sinking our body weight into the floor, really feeling that floor underneath your feet like we are grounded to the floor, and keeping everything relaxed at the joints. Placing your feet hip width apart in a parallel stance, we'll start with a warm-up, knocking on the door. This is a gentle turn of the waist. We're swinging the arms freely and we're just loosening the body and warming up. Keeping with the same movement but adding a small transfer of weight, so just like a sway from side to side, and that means we can turn the body a little bit further, and this is going to loosen us up a little bit more. Keeping with the same movement, but this time returning to our horse stance and just bending those knees a little bit further. And again, keeping with our knocking on the door, turning at the waist. And for the final few, adding that transfer of weight. For our first Tai Chi movement, we're going to take our feet slightly wider than hip width and keep the posture nice and tall as we sink the body weight through the legs and into the floor for our horse stance. So breathing in and then breathing out as we sink down into that horse stance, keeping the tailbone tucked under and keeping that posture tall. Knees are traveling in the direction of our toes, and we want to keep a strong position with our thighs. We're going to add our hugging the tree arms. We can stick with that movement, or if you want a progression for your leg strength, we're going to stay sat in our horse stance. Moving on to our second movement, which is side bow stance, transferring the weight over to one side by bending the knee. And again, we want to keep the posture nice and tall as we do so. We don't want to overload that knee. Keep it safe and comfortable by listening to your own body. If you want a progression, we're going to slide through our horse stance, staying low with the knee bend, over to side bow, and then repeating that on the other side. Then let's add our waving hands through clouds and just feel your own flow. It's a lovely movement. We want to focus on that top hand and visualize that we are pushing ourselves through the clouds. For our next movement, we are stepping up in our bow stance. So front foot forwards, and we have about 70% of the weight forwards. We're going to rock backwards and forwards, transferring that body weight very slowly and intentionally. And again, keeping the posture nice and tall as we do so. With the arms, we're going to add a block and a push forwards. So circling the arms around and pushing forwards, and we're using the waist to power this movement. And let's repeat our Tai Chi movement number 3 on the other side by setting up in our bow stance. For Tai Chi movement number 4, we're going to do some balance. Turning our feet out slightly, we want to transfer the weight over to one foot. We are going to tap the foot in, lifting up and placing gently on the heel. Let's reset and then do that on the same side. With the arms, we're going to add a punch over. So almost following the same movement with the foot and the hand, and lots of focus on that power movement. Then repeating all that on the other side, starting with our heel out and then adding the arms. For our final Tai Chi movement, we are taking our feet nice and wide, and it's a variation on our archer. So lifting the hands above the head and then sinking into our horse stance, making those fists. We're crossing the hands, we're going to shoot the arrow, lots of focus on the target, and then bringing our hands around to cross hands to repeat again. Lifting the hands high, sinking down into that horse stance, making those fists, cross the hands, shoot the arrow, and then bringing the hands around whilst we hold that horse stance. Let's do that a few more times. Stepping into our parallel stance, let's breathe in as the arms come up and breathe out as the hands come down. So feeling relaxed, let's lift the hands up forwards and stretch high through the body, and then release that stretch all the way down. So breathing in, expanding the lungs and chest as we lift the hands, and breathing out slowly as the hands come down. Let's position ourselves in a longer stride bow stance just to get a good stretch at the end of the session. We're going to lift up forward, stretching high, feeling a little stretch at the back of the leg, and same again as we rock back. Nice calm breathing, breathing in and breathing out. Stretching out on the other side, so set up in that longer stride bow stance, and we're lifting high and then rocking back and feeling that nice stretch through the body. I hope you've all enjoyed that session today. Do remember to subscribe, it really helps my channel here, and always have a look at the other sessions, lots on the channel for you to have a go at home. Remember to get in touch, let me know how you're enjoying the sessions and how you're getting on with your Tai Chi. Thanks again for joining me, I really do appreciate all your support. Have a great day and I'll see you all soon. Bye.